This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
Tonight, the acting superintendent is weighing in about how the first day of class for St. Louis Public Schools went amid a transportation crisis. 19 vendors helped get all the kids back and forth from school. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. There are still a lot of transportation issues, but attendance was at 72%, which the acting superintendent says was about the same as last year. We have 2 reports tonight. Let's begin with Laura Barczewski. She caught up with school leaders just about an hour ago. Laura?
Mike and Ann, this sort of patchwork transportation plan the district has going on right now gave some mixed results to families. Some of them were picked up on time, kids made it to school on time, others were a little bit late, and some parents actually ended up driving their kids to school. The superintendent, Millicent Borishade, says just like everyone else, she wants the transportation situation to be better. The chief operations officer says they're not aware of any safety issues so far. Superintendent says she rode the metro with students and that particular route worked as planned. To help with some of these transportation problems, they are relying on before and after care, which is available at every elementary school starting today. And while they hope tomorrow is better, they want parents to know they still might not have a vehicle show up.
That same thing may happen tomorrow. Our parents may still need to bring their students to school tomorrow, and we want to be as honest with our parents as we can be so that they can prepare and plan. And our parents have been very supportive.
Parents also tell me they had some trouble getting in contact with the transportation department. And the superintendent tells me they're going to have more staff tomorrow to answer those calls. That number is 314-633-5107. Reporting live downtown, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
The first day of school brought chaos to many St. Louis families. One mom was left scrambling to get her kids to class after their new transportation vendor didn't show up on time. Our Megan Kernan is live in North St. Louis to continue our team coverage. Megan?
Mike, Dejanelle Freeman's daughters were supposed to be picked up by a shared transportation van that operates out of the First Student Bus Depot here. She didn't want her girls to be late for the first day of school, so she drove them herself after the van was more than 30 minutes late. Freeman spent the day making phone calls to figure out what went wrong.
My daughters go to Central VPA, and I don't know what vendor they were assigned. Also, the van never came this morning.
As SLPS students went back to school by modes of transportation other than buses, some students, like Dejanelle Freeman's daughters, were left waiting around, wondering if it's going to get better.
They have your hopes high, thinking that, okay, everything is going to be okay and my child is going to be able to get back and forth despite not having the buses. But then it's like, okay, is this going to be a problem too?
Her 3 girls were dropped off at home this afternoon. After several calls, the transportation vendor called First Alt told Freeman there was a driver issue, but hope it will be fixed by Tuesday.
I'm doing a lot of guessing. I'm doing a lot of wondering, is this gonna, no, just give me the facts. Let me know what's going on so that I can plan my day around it, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But to have all these gaps in information and uncertainties, that's not okay.
Freeman figured out that the driver had shown up when she was already on her way to drop her girls off at CVPA. Now, First Alt apologized for not showing up on time and not calling to give her a heads up. Live in North St. Louis, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
Tonight, a man charged with assaulting a Ferguson police officer remains behind bars more than a week after it happened.
This morning, Elijah Gant faced a judge and a room full of people there to support Officer Travis Brown. Brown remains in the hospital after police say Gant attacked him on the 10th anniversary of Michael Brown's death. Our Justina Cornell was in the courtroom today and joins us now in studio. Justina.
Well, the support for Officer Travis Brown was apparent. The 4 rows were packed and even overflowed to the back where officers stood in unison. Brown's family was there along with the Ferguson police chief.
Things got out of hand, and I don't know if this was premeditated, probably not, but it's led to disastrous results.
St. Louis University law professor Anders Walker sat down with 5 on your side to break down the latest in the case of Officer Travis Brown, who police say was assaulted by protester Elijah Gant. In a packed courtroom Monday morning, family members, police officers, and Ferguson police chief witnessed Gant waive his bond reduction hearing.
The decision to waive a bond reduction may be due to the fact that there was little chance of a reduction to begin with. The attorneys may have said, look, this individual was running away from law enforcement when he attacked an officer. He'll probably be a flight risk, and that means no bond reduction.
The decision was made after Gann's attorney Scott Rosenblum entered the picture.
Mr. Rosenblum is one of the best defense attorneys in town. The defendant will remain in jail. Lawyers may also have wanted to wait for things to calm down. The community, the police department, the family are very upset at what happened to this officer, and Mr. Rosenblum may want to give this little time to settle.
Brown remains in the ICU. Recently, families said he's made small but significant signs of progress.
Because the officer is seriously injured, the defendant is looking at 10 to 30 years in prison. Mr. Rosenblum might be interested in a plea deal to reduce the sentence and not even worry about a trial.
Now, the defense attorneys could schedule another bond reduction hearing as they look over this case. Until then, there's a preliminary hearing on September 11th.
A restaurant in the Metro East is holding a fundraiser right now for Officer Brown and his family. For every fried chicken meal sold today at Mr. Barbecue, the restaurant will donate $10 toward Officer Brown's medical bills. That's at both locations in Columbia and Waterloo. When we stopped by the one in Columbia this afternoon, the place was packed. People started lining up about a half hour before the restaurant opened. The owner is a St. Clair County Sheriff's deputy.
I've been in law enforcement for 3 decades, so being a policeman, it takes a mental and physical strain on your body. So me being able to do what I love, my passion with the food that we prepare here today and down in Waterloo, hopefully we'll touch other customers who's never been in.
The fundraiser goes until 8 o'clock tonight when the restaurant closes. The donation applies to both dine-in and carry-out orders.
Coming up, the massive U-City Target, one step closer to reality when it's expected to open.
Plus, President Biden getting ready to pass the torch at the Democratic National Convention. A live report from Chicago.
And Mother Nature is not lighting a torch for us this week. Unseasonably cool temperatures, some of us down into the mid-50s by early tomorrow morning, and comfortable conditions for most of the week when temperatures finally start to soar, coming up in about 12 minutes.